It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. The tree in the Grand Hotel, one in the park as well. The sturdy kind that doesn't mind the snow. Before we get started in this week's video, I wanted to address something that the other members have addressed. I didn't really want to make anything about this, but I feel like if I didn't, people would be wondering what my opinion was. Fortunately, Prita, who I've always looked up to and I've followed her and subscribed to her for such a long time, has unfortunately left 7 Days of Stan. This was her own decision and I absolutely respect it because she goes to an amazing school, and balancing school with her own successful channel, like I hope to be almost half as successful as she is, but balancing that is a hard task. And it was her own decision to leave and I respect that, and I will keep following Prita, as you guys should too, as well as support 7 Days of Stan as she is as well. Into this week's video. Well, hi, hello everyone, my name is G and welcome back to another Thursday here on 7 Days of Stan. This week is Bias / Ultimate Week, a theme in which you guys get to know us, the members, a little bit better about what groups in K-pop we like. I am pre-filming this, so I don't know what the other members are going to be doing, but I'm going to be really basic, name off my top 10 groups that I stan, as well as the members, and possibly some bias records. These are going to be in no particular order because I love them all a lot. This is my ultimate bias list. A lot of these are my ultimate bias groups. I didn't really understand how someone could have more than one ultimate bias, but now, being in the community for so ever many years, I have grown and appreciated the extensive list that is the ultimate biases. So in no particular order, let's get started. Whew! First, I'm going to be talking about BTOB. A lot of people find them underrated and they don't appreciate them as much, but I love BTOB. My bias is Pino. He is just so cute, so underrated, and he is immensely talented. He is from America. On a variety show where he talked about his experiences with hair loss, and I felt like that took a lot of bravery to do, and I respect him immensely for that. Basically, all of BTOB bias records are so hilarious and I love them all so much, so please, if you have not heard of BTOB, now you have, because they are so talented. Next is GOT7. Couldn't be some GOT7 today, but my bias is Youngjae. He was a GOT7 hoe for the longest amount of time. I loved all of them. It started with Bam Bam, then Mark, and then Jackson, and then JB, and now it is finally at Youngjae, because Youngjae is my bias. He was always in the background. See, I'm right here! And now he is my ultimate bias of GOT7 and one of my top 5 ultimate biases of all time. He's hilarious, his laugh is so humorous, he tries to make things light, and he puts in a lot of effort for international fans by trying to learn English. BTS, the infamous BTS, one of the groups that I hardcore stan to the max. Namjoon, Rapmon, Rap Monster, the beautiful, talented, amazing, hilarious, and smart person that he is probably my top bias ever because I just connect with him so much. I don't know how to describe Namjoon to anyone, but he is so smart and so talented. Most times he puts the group above himself, especially when it's for the greater good, and he produced and helped to make a lot of the new Wings album, which I am so proud of, and it's just sitting right there, so beautiful. Thank you, Namjoon, for ruining my expectations of people. Basically, everyone in BTS is a bias wrecker, and they need to learn to stay in their own lane. Next is Big Bang, one of my kings of K-pop, and that has to be Mr. T.O.P. It was my first ever bias that I stan hardcore when I first got into K-pop. Big Bang was basically the first group that I stan hardcore. I'm like the biggest Big Bang stan I know, apart from anyone else. Big Bang, a lot of their music helped me through troubled times when I was trying to figure out who I was and my self-identity, and now I've learned to accept that a lot more. And Big Bang just makes me happy. Top is very humorous, he's smart, classy, he is hilarious when he needs to be, and even when he doesn't. He's a bit quirky, which I find immensely attractive sometimes. And my bias record in Big Bang is Seungri because, enough said, Maknae is freaking hilarious. Yeah! With 17, my original bias was Dino, and then it switched to D8, and he's just so talented, underappreciated. He and Jun are just so underappreciated in the performance team as well as 17 as a whole, and they really need to get more love these days, especially with their comeback. 17 making a comeback? What is this? And they're smart and classy. What is this? He's so talented too. He's an amazing performer. He's smart, quirky. I feel like I'm really attracted to smart and quirky guys. I think I'm sensing a trend. In this case with 17, everyone else is a bias wrecker, but mostly Coops and Vernon and Joshua and Dina. Okay, basically everyone in 17 is my bias wrecker. Block B! Yo, what's up, homies? That's my bias in Block B, who I hardcore stan as well. It's the good old P.O. He's just so cute. He's a giant meme. He's like got the squishiest cheeks ever, and just so cute. And he does a lot of like fan service, and he gets so happy all the time. It's one of those biases that I know if I feel down, I can just watch a video of him or look at his face smiling, and I know I will instantly feel better. My bias wrecker from Block B, apart from everyone, has to be more so Park Hyung, because he's also talented, and I can't really describe Park Hyung either, except Next is SHINee. Jungkook is my bias from SHINee. He's just hilarious, especially when he was on the SNL sketch. You know, the infamous SNL sketch. Ding dong, ding dong. I respect him so much for what he does in SHINee. He keeps the group together. He's freaking hilarious, and Crump will always be a forever meme in my head. And going on to Astro, the rookie group I have stanned since before they debuted, because they're just so talented. They've been training for a long amount of time. Their dancing is probably one of the best I've ever seen from a rookie group this year, and my bias in Astro is Cha Eun-woo. It was originally Moonbin before they debuted, but then Cha Eun-woo was also in the background.
I'm right here.
He's literally right there, like staring at me like my poster. I feel like he needs to get more lines, but one of the things that did attract me to him as a bias would be he showed a lot of his personality on variety shows and definitely showed his true nature, which is like calm, collective, but yet he's also so sweet, caring, and it's just so funny to see him interact with the other members, especially when Sanha is just being a giant maknae. EXO, I didn't have an EXO bias for the longest amount of time. I followed them, I stan them, but for some reason they were one of those groups that I couldn't find a bias for. Like, I was searching, bias, where are you? And finally, Xiumin appeared. Old Xiumin, that giant fluff ball. Seriously, like, you ruined my expectations of people so much too. And he started rapping for EXO KBX with their song Mama, which recently made a debut. I literally lost my shit. Like, I know I'm not supposed to swear, but I lost my shit. If you want to go see me lose my head and just lose my mind, there is a link down below to that reaction that I made, and it's just so great and I love it so much. He just cares so much for the other members, and seeing him interact and trying to be a giant maknae when he is not is so hilarious, and it just makes me smile whenever I'm having a bad day. Last but certainly not least is an underappreciated group that needs to get some more love, and that is Cap from Teen Top. I blame my friend Robin from K-Pop 101 for getting me into Teen Top. I knew who they were and I appreciated a lot of their songs. He took a hold of my ankle and dragged me down to the pit of the abyss that is Teen Top and all of their meme glory. If you don't know the infamous Weekly Idol sketches where they basically kicked each other from random dance, then now you know. There's a link down below to check that out. Cap, he's so sweet, nurturing to the other members, and he's a silent yet gentle type. You know, with some biases you can't really say a lot about them, you're just attracted to their demeanor and what they put forward into the group, and that's what Cap is all about. So let me know any of your biases down below, and we can have a chat about some biases. That would be awesome. I'd love to know. Like this video if you like it, subscribe to 7 Days of Stan for 8 videos a week, and I will see you guys next Thursday. Love you, OTH. Bye.